They need me in this Winchester, Curly. Saw a ranch house burning last night.
You don't understand, kid. You're under arrest.
Curly?
Is everything all right, Marshal? Everything's all right?
John Wayne Westerns, my favourite 10. Okay, here we go. This was not an easy task. Right now, these are my top 10 choices for Wayne's Westerns. Ask me again in a few months. I haven't ranked these, as I love them all somewhat equally. I'd like to know your top 10 in my comments. Let's have some fun today. If you like this video, hit that notification button to get my new videos as they come up. Take a look at my channel to see all my videos. The link is in the description. Stagecoach, 1939, directed by John Ford, one of the best to start things off. Following a group of strangers travelling from Arizona to New Mexico, are joined by a US Marshal, George Bancroft, who's searching for the Ringo Kid, Wayne, after he escaped from prison, reportedly heading in the same direction. The Marshal apprehends Ringo. However, during the course of their trip, he discovers there's more to the young outlaw than meets the eye. Wayne's role launched him into fame, and even now, still remains one of the Duke's best performances. Stagecoach is an iconic film of the Western genre, and considered one of the most influential Westerns of all time. Stagecoach offered inspiration to one other icon, Orson Welles, who watched the film many times while developing his signature film, Citizen Kane. Red River, 1948, directed by Howard Hawks. After the Civil War, rancher Thomas Dunson, Wayne, and his adopted son, Matt, Montgomery Clift, moved their herd from Texas to Missouri to escape the poverty-stricken South. While making their way, tensions grew between the two. They struggled to put aside their differences as they moved further into the unpredictable wilderness. Another Western directed by Hawks also pairs Wayne with frequent co-stars Harry Carey Jr. and Walter Brennan. While colour technology was available at the time, Hawks decided to film Red River in traditional black and white, achieving an authentic look and style that transported audiences into the Wild West.
Give me that gun. In the eye.
Do it, Mr. Dunson. I tell you, don't do it.
You'd have shot him right between the eyes. Just as sure as you're standing there.
Fort Apache, 1948, directed by John Ford. Civil War hero, Lieutenant Owen Thursday, Henry Fonda, takes command of Fort Apache in Arizona, immediately clashing with the post's de facto leader, Captain Kirby York, Wayne, and the other men. Not impressed with their new superior officer, Thursday has an arrogant view of Native Americans. Despite York's warning, he tries to bait them into battle for his own glory, putting the outpost in danger. Fonda, who appeared with the Duke in several movies, including How the West Was Won and In Harm's Way. Aside from being one of Wayne's most popular westerns, Fort Apache was one of the first films to show an empathetic view toward Native Americans and considered to be a vital film of classic cinema.
I have the honor to present the great hereditary war chief of the Apache Nation.
Tell them I find him without honor.
El coronel lo encuentra sin honor.
And that dust cloud beyond?
It's an Apache trick. Probably squaws and children dragging mesquite.
The Searchers, 1956, directed by John Ford. Post-Civil War, Ethan Edwards, Wayne, returns to Texas, finding his brother and his family have been brutally killed by Indians. Edwards discovers that his abducted niece, Natalie Wood, is still alive and being held captive, with his nephew, Jeffrey Hunter, following into dangerous territory searching for her, committing to bring her back home, however long it takes. The American Film Institute named Ford's The Searchers one of the best westerns of all time, also considered one of Wayne's most iconic performances. The movie had a profound influence on Martin Scorsese, who based the character of Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver in part on Wayne's Searchers character.
Scar is killed by Marty. Ethan and Marty return Debbie to the Jorgensens' ranch, where she is reunited with her family.
Rio Bravo, 1959, directed by Howard Hawks. A gunslinger, Joe Burdett, Claude Akins, kills a man in cold blood. Sheriff John T. Chance, Wayne, arrests him and puts him in jail. Burdett's brother, John Russell, hears what happened, demanding his release or he'll take matters into his own hands. Chance stands his ground, with the help of some local heroes, and fights to defend his jail until help arrives. Considered Hawks's best western, featuring an ensemble cast of Dean Martin, Angie Dickinson, Ward Bond, and Ricky Nelson. Unusually, Rio Bravo has little action, known as a hangout movie. Also features a memorable music scene with Martin and Nelson performing a duet of My Rifle, My Pony and Me, originally featured in Red River. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, 1962, directed by John Ford. When Senator Ransom Stoddard, James Stewart, returns home to attend the funeral of his friend, Tom Doniphan, Wayne, questions arise about the men's roles with a group of outlaws led by a notorious gunslinger, Liberty Valance, Lee Marvin, who terrorized the town. Stoddard agrees to retell the local legend, revealing details that expose a different tale. Stewart received top billing, appearing in the majority of scenes. However, Wayne plays the central character in Ford's western, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. The following year, Wayne collaborated with both Ford and Marvin again for the comedy Donovan's Reef, which unfortunately, being the Duke's last Ford film as the lead.
Of them all, two are the most memorable: Liberty Valance and the man who shot him.
That's my steak, Valance.
You heard him, dude.
Pick it up. I said you, Liberty. You pick it up.
And the man who shot him was justifiably destined to become a hero.
El Dorado, 1966, directed by Howard Hawks. Wealthy tycoon Jason Bart, Ed Asner, hires men to force a family off their land to purchase it for himself. The town sheriff, J.P. Harrar, Robert Mitchum, is a drunk, struggles to protect the family from Bart's men. When his friend, Cole Thornton, Wayne, hears of the problem, arrives to assist Harrar get sober in time for a shootout against Bart's hired thugs. El Dorado, Howard Hawks' is one of 5 movies the director made with Wayne, several recommended as classic westerns, including Red River and Rio Bravo. Both Wayne and Mitchum had been cast in the war film The Longest Day. The actors never shared any scenes together. El Dorado became the only movie where the actors appeared together on screen.
You said that,
Fair?
What do you mean?
Letting him go in there?
Well, I'd hate to be the one to try and stop him. They laughed at him, Mississippi. That'll make the difference.
No, I wouldn't do it, McLeod. The rest of you don't plan anything.
They decided to take a hand after all.
Never figured it any other way. Mississippi, keep that gun pointed right at this table, both barrels. Go ahead, JP.
You. Well, there really isn't very much I can do right now. Is there, Jason?
I'll give you $1,000.
Cover it. Get out of the way. All right, Mississippi.
True Grit, 1969. 14-year-old Mattie Ross, Kim Darby, after the murder of her father, hires US Marshal Rooster Cogburn, Wayne, to assist in hunting down the killer of her father, Ned Pepper, Robert Duvall. They meet a Texas Ranger, Glenn Campbell, who is also searching for Pepper, to join in their quest. Wayne as Cogburn in this Western classic, True Grit, won him his first and only Academy Award in 1975. He reprised the role in the film's sequel, Rooster Cogburn.
I can't do a thing for you, son. Your partner's killed.
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch! Well, come to see a fat old man sometime. Yeah! Yeah!
The Cowboys, 1972. Will Anderson, Wayne, is a rancher who is about to start a large cattle drive when his help quit on him to join the gold rush. With no choice, he hires boys and trains them to become working cowboys. Luckily, Anderson pulls the boys together. As they are about to start making moves, a bandit sees them and develops a plan to steal the herd. The Cowboys co-stars Bruce Dern and a young Robert Carradine, the son of actor John Carradine and brother of David Carradine. A decent Wayne Western, known more for the off-screen bond between Wayne and co-star Roscoe Lee Brown, forming a friendship over their shared love of poetry.
I served under an officer just like you.
Is that right?
As a matter of fact, I shot that military gentleman in the buttocks, just outside Vicksburg.
Son of a bitch.
What did you say?
You goddamn son of a bitch.
Say that again.
You goddamn mean son of a bitch.
Say it faster.
You goddamn mean dirty son of a bitch.
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son. Yeah, I'm 30 years older than you are. Had my back broke once and my hip twice. And on my worst day, I could beat the hell out of you.
I don't think so.
You will.
The Shootist, 1976. After being diagnosed with terminal cancer, veteran gunfighter J.B. Brooks, Wayne, travels to visit an old friend and physician for a second opinion. He rents a room in town from a widow, Lauren Bacall, and her young son, Ron Howard, who figures out Brooks's true identity. When Brooks gets to know the boy, he understands the effect his actions have on others and sets out to correct a few wrongs before departing this world on his terms. Wayne's final film before dying of stomach cancer in 1979, the opening montage uses various scenes from Wayne's earlier films depicting his backstory. including El Dorado and Red River. Wayne was also inspired by The Gunfighter, a role Wayne had wanted, but turned down earlier in his career, going to Gregory Peck.
And to you two, I say goodbye.
Surprised at the company you keep.
That man is no friend. Quite the reverse. How do you know him?
I don't. I had some dealings with his brother Albert once.
What happened? Utterly lacking in character or decency. You're an assassin.
It's going to which end of the gun you're on.
Rubbish. You lied to me. You made a fool of me. You took advantage of me. This house is all I have. When my lodgers find out who you are, they'll leave.
I have a cancer. I'm dying of it.
If you want to see all my new videos as they come up, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Catch all my other videos by looking at my channel. The link is in the description. Leave me your comments. Check out my Facebook page as well. Like and share. I am Wrangler. Adios. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.